can't attack that. I can't attack that target. Have a target. It's too far away. I need to get I need a target. It's too far.
Hello.
Because Tyler was down here, and then I came to where Tyler was, and then Brandon joined in, and then we were talking about how moving day is like a hop, skip, and a jump away, and then everybody started joining in up there, and we're still here. We have to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning on move-in day to go close, and then you guys are going to get blown up with pictures of us taking our sign out of the ground. And then it kind of sucks we don't have internet on day one because MediaCom's not going to get there till Thursday. But we're going to be so busy. So. But we'll have cable. So. Yeah, we'll have our cable, and we had to set up my desktop, Brandon's desktop, the living room TV, Dad's TV, my TV, and then we have to go get all of our beds, and our TVs are massive, like 65-inch, and I think the one in my bedroom 60-inch, and we have giant ass TVs that we have to transport, and then we have to have our beds and our clothes, and we're gonna finally have an oven. And I'm so excited. Well, we have a crock pot too, but we have one of them little itty bitty ovens that like sit on your counter, and I'm so excited that we won't have one. And then, yeah, so it's super, super exciting. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, it's good that Dad got the day off, and we're not having to worry about that because we were worried that they wouldn't give him his day off that he requested for it. And Dad said, if you don't give me the day off, I'm going to call in, so you choose. Yeah, Deadpool, I'm working on getting my Obliterum going again. And Brandon's not streaming until like a day or two after we move. Because we've been so busy. And there's been like no time at all. I'm just happy that our internet will be taken care of prior to raid next week.
Blood and thunder.
This is legit. They're actually released photos and officially announced that the creators behind Theme Park Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon are making Jurassic Park the video game.
Oh, that's cool.
Where you're going to be able to actually control your own Jurassic Park. Sort of, yeah. But they're calling it Jurassic Park. Yep. All the bioengineering that you can do.
I'm heading up to the other chat, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost canceled raid depending on how many people we got because Unama isn't here on Sundays, and it would have left me and Totem and its progression. So I definitely don't want to have to poke people. Not for progression, not heroic progression. That's a nightmare, and it's very stressful.
How far did we get Monday? I'm not Monday, Friday. Sorry.
Well, Friday we made it to kill Jaden. Yesterday we killed Jaden, and we are on Sisters.
Yep.
Okay, I thought we were switching Friday to a progression night.
Since you were gone, we didn't know if we would be able to do heroic on Friday.
Okay.
So we just did our normal schedule, but next week, since you're going to be here, and everyone should be here, heroic's going to be Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
Now-
still going to be like 30 minutes late, so.
That's fine.
Now, what about switching heroic progression to Friday? Now, can we save a lockout on one character, go in, and do progression on Fridays? Start raid at 11, because that's what time everybody kind of files in. Started at 11 instead of 10:30. And then Saturday, go in and kill the first couple bosses on heroic.
It's too far away.
You lost me.
I'm out of.
Did somebody understand what I was getting at?
No.
Yeah.
So what happens if we were to save the lockout for Friday night and do progression, heroic progression on Friday nights? Saturday night we do the first couple bosses of heroic, and then Sundays make it gearing alts and new recruits. And start raid a little bit later from now on, like 11 to 2 instead of 10:30. Because Deadpool's usually a little bit late, and if we could convince people to go till 2, that would be great.
So Sunday would be heroic progression.
Right. And then Saturday would be heroic up to our progression point. And then Sundays would be, and then Saturday, after we've done heroic, we'll start on normal, and then Sunday would be...
Wait, what? So Friday? Are we doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
Friday we progress through heroic.
Friday is our get up to progression. Saturday is all day progression, and then Sunday would be the gearing of the newbies.
We'll get a whole day of progression with our really geared people. I know that's really kind of a bunch of fuckery, but that's how our raid team works. We don't have everybody on the days we want them, or we need them. And see, like today we're going into progression, but we don't have Unima. Jane won't be here. So we're all fuckered because Unima's a really good healer. Jane is a really good DPS. So we're going to go in and beat our head against the wall and not have everybody here. But if we go in on a lockout...
And even if we get a kill, it won't count towards us.
No, it won't. And it's retarded. And I think that we should save a lockout for Friday. And I know that that's kind of ass backwards. But...
Yeah.
Well, the only problem with that is we still want all the guildies to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just one of those things that I think starting at a half hour later, Deadpool, that would be good for you, wouldn't it? And then because I could do whatever. It's going to be, raid nights are always going to be rocky for me, especially if I'm working the weekends and I have to get up at 7 a.m.
Well, right now we've only got 6 people on.
Right, it's going to be rough. And
yeah, well, okay, yeah.
Okay, but Totem says he has some people that can heal and DPS coming in to help.
But will it fill 5 people?
You don't know who all is on right
Are
now.
we wanting to progress with only 6 people from the guild? So would it be more beneficial to run Mythics tonight?
We could do, because see, as it stands right now, Al wants to go Boomkin, and he can't do Boomkin with the trinkets he has, and he needs more practice through Mythics. But Al and Durkin then won't do Mythics without people being on. I really think we need to pick one night a week that we designate for raiding and designate for Mythic Plus Dungeons.
Yeah. Yeah, he's purposely holding himself back.
But I feel like I'm dead. So Brandon and I, as far as the stream goes, we've discussed that he's not going to do WoW at all for the stream. That when we move, he's going to do a stream noon to 6. So that way, from 6 to like 2 a.m., he'll be available for Mythic Plus Dungeons and WoW. So that way, him and I are on of an evening and not trying to balance out everything. Because it sucks trying to do the stream for what we need and everything. So, I really think the Friday night thing will be good. Saving the lockout and going in. And if people don't like that idea, they can just kiss my ass because everybody is here on Friday nights. Everybody. If I wanted to, I could be an asshole and start sitting people to move forward. But that's not what I wanted. Right. Yeah, I've been inviting everybody, and as soon as they hit 110, I'm talking to them and discussing. So, are you wanting to come into the guild? What kind of stuff? What kind of are you looking at? And then I say, this is the numbers we need for heroic. And I'm really happy that the new warlock came in. He's not bad. He's actually really good. So that's nice.
Elf?
Yeah, elf.
By the way, you were talking to someone last night. It was my dad. I don't remember what his character's name is, but he just hit 110 on his shaman last night.
That'll be cool.
The only he's not the best person. I mean, he's better than like Kogris, but he still clicks, and so. And he won't be able to raid every weekend because of my sisters. So, but as a filler, he's a good player. So.
I'm recruiting, and I just had somebody ask if we're running heroic, and I said, well, we're about to.
So what's the plan for tonight, so that we can let the people know?
Well, we can go up and start talking to everybody and see what they feel, and I will start. I will use my voice, so I'm gonna go up to general chat. Alrighty. So.
Oh, look who's down here talking to the plebs.
Sorry, guys. All right. So here's the thing, and you guys can hear me out and tell me whether you think it's good, and we're probably going to still do it whether everybody don't think it's good or not. So, this is going to be all flip-flopped and asked backwards, and you guys can try to hear me out on it. If you don't get what I'm trying to say, since I confused Brandon completely when I explained it to him, the other two can explain it to you. So, Friday nights is when we have the most people. Friday nights, everybody's here, everybody's on time, everything goes kosher, okay? So we're thinking about Friday nights, one of us do a lockout. And we progress on Friday nights because progression is when we're here the most, right? We have the most people, our good DPS, our good healers are here. Everybody that we need is here. So then we do all-day progression on Friday. We beat our heads against the wall, and that's just how it is. Saturday, we go in and we'll do up to our progression point on Heroic, get all that killed, and go back into progression. Friday, and then Sunday nights, we do a clear of normal. That way, all of our people are here on
progression night.
On progression night. And that way we're not missing 1 here, 2 there, 7 here because of life and lazy bastards. So this is how it's going to be. I know.
Right,
Al,
I was
you're
on board with that last week.
What?
I was on board with that last week.
Well,
last week we were talking doing Friday fresh heroic and then Saturday progression.
We were all flipping flopping and I was trying to figure out what days worked best for what people instead of doing a lockout for Friday coming in that way. Now, Al, you're wanting to switch to balance. That's all fine and dandy, but you got to work and put in the effort outside of raid to get your balance stuff.
Yeah, I was probably going to do some mythic blesses for at least an hour if you weren't ready.
Yeah, you need to... If you're wanting to continue with that, you have got to put in more effort, or that's not going to be able to be a thing. Brandon and I are going to be on 10 times more once this move is finalized. Him and I've been doing nothing but packing for the last fucking
2 days.
2 days, and it's been awful. And with me starting my new job, I've been zonked. So, I'm wanting to do progression tonight. Tyler's here. But here's the problem. We're missing Unima. And then Totem, you got people coming in, which is great and all, but if we get the kill, that doesn't go to progression.
I mean, it's about the gear at the end of the day, right?
Well, gear don't really help us if we can't execute mechanics.
Well, I mean, it does give us a little bit more flexibility. You can be a little slightly more off if you have the gear.
But Sisters is one of those best examples where no matter how geared you are, if you have too many stacks and you get rapid fire, for example, you're gonna die.
We're getting to that point in progression that everything has to follow into play, and I'm not saying that I'm doing anything much better than anybody else, because I have times where I'm getting smacked by things I shouldn't get hit by. And same goes for, I think, everybody. Everybody has been messing up, and it's just one pull this person messes up, this pull 3 people mess up, and then we all die. And it's just that has been our guild's whole
Achilles heel.
point.
What is the big issue? Is it that people need things called out?
No, it's not that. It's people keep getting hit. They have to keep clearing their stacks. And then when Glaive Storm comes out, people get hit with Glaive Storm with stacks, and there's just no way that we can heal the amount of damage going out and have enough cooldowns because people are getting smacked by glaives. The Glaive Storm is what kills us the most. Is Glaive Storm. It's the thing that's been wiping our raid team on Sisters, is that fucking Glaive Storm. And we haven't even... And we can kill it 100 times with a whole bunch of pugs, but we have had a lot of practice on it, and people are still getting hit by glaives. We have the numbers for it. That's definitely not the problem. It's just glaives. Glaives, and executing mechanics. Because I could say that we could go run Mythic Plus, but Mythic Plus is not going to get us any gear or help us with mechanics at all. So, I think for next week, Friday will be progression, so that way we have everybody. And Saturday will be clear.
Oh, the clear up to our progression.
Clear up to progression, and probably do a little bit more progression, and then Sunday
is our normal.
Will be normal. And if by chance you are those people who will not be here on Saturdays or Sundays, it is your job as a raider to clear up to those bosses that we have missed on your own time.
For normal mode?
A lot of people don't need normal. I'm just saying that if you need... I'm saying that the people who miss on Saturdays and Sundays, if they're not going... Yeah. I mean, the first 4 bosses, or the first 3, they should go do on their own.
Okay. When you say progression, like, how far are we trying to go?
Well, we want to clear Heroic, but right now we're stuck at Sisters. And we've killed Sisters before.
With pugs.
But with
pugs carrying us. And that's not gonna get us anywhere. And you know what? It's just we're getting to that part of progression that mistakes are unforgiving. You fuck up, we're gonna wipe the raid team. That's just the way it is. We don't have we have really good numbers, but if you don't follow mechanics, numbers don't mean shit.
Well, I mean, when we do pug, it's usually not a whole lot of people, right?
Right, but we have extremely... But regardless...
It also is a big difference whether you invite in a couple of people who are known quantities versus true pugs.
Yeah, I'll bring people that I actually know rather than people off from the Finder.
I just had a guy whisper me and say, I will join you on your heroic progression if you can carry my girlfriend.
Cross the threshold, or like, what does he mean?
He means...
And I would say it depends on the individual.
So... He said that he's on Mythic already.
No, don't invite him.
Well, no, I was recruiting for... recruiting for our guild. For actual...
The guild?
I was recruiting for raid to join our raid team, and then he said, "Are you doing heroic now?" And I said yes, and he said, and that's when he asked me if I wanted to carry, and I told him, I said, "You can join our guild and do trial on normal." And he said, "Well, my guild's already in Mythic, and they're not doing heroic anymore, and I need heroic real bad, and I need to clear it."
Why would he join the guild?
Yeah,
I said, "Nah, bro."
He's just looking for the carry to help carry his girl. Then,
and then he wants us to carry his girlfriend through heroic. I said, "Nah." But basically, and then I was also thinking about starting raid 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Does that conflict with anybody's schedule? Doing a half an hour later, because as it stands right now, I know Tyler said about we usually start raid around 11 anywho, and Deadpool isn't able to get on until 11, and going a little bit later would be better. It's going to be a little rocky for myself. Things have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but if it's best for the raid team, and that's what I'm willing to do.
Sundays, though, I'm not. Yeah, but the other days, fine. Sunday, no.
Well, Sunday would be normal, so all you would have to do is leave a half an hour early.
Works for me.
Since you really don't need a lot from normal. So, starting next week, for those of you who missed, Friday will be progression. We will be starting at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 11 server, and going till 2 a.m. server. And we will be starting progression for heroic. We'll be doing a lockout. So we'll be starting on Sisters or wherever, or probably Sisters, unless we down it tonight, and go in and do progression then.
So you're gonna extend the lockout every week?
Yes, every single week.
And then go on.
We'll start on whatever we are progressing on every week. So if we don't down Sisters, we'll go on Sisters every week. And
Saturday we'll go on someone else's lockout to then go
because
up to
Friday is the day that we have everybody here.
Yeah, but isn't the reason of doing the other bosses so that people can get gear to make it easier to down the boss? If you just keep beating a dead horse, it's not going to just all automatically.
Our numbers are there on Sisters, so it's not technically beating a dead horse. It's just we got to execute mechanics.
Aren't there?
Yes.
Yeah, our numbers are, because I killed it 4 times this week and I was top damage. And I have people beating me here.
So basically what it is it's not okay, so basically if we don't do it that way, we're going to be missing crucial people the rest of the week. Obviously.
Missing bosses before that.
Yeah.
Which is 3.
I mean, I think you should just look and see who needs the gear and who doesn't.
Well, we're pretty much there in DPS numbers. It's mechanics that's the issue.
I mean, I don't know about that. Okay, let's just say, let's say we get to Heroic Avatar. Okay, the numbers you have to pull on that boss is like everyone needs to be over 850k with range being over like close to 1 million. If
okay,
you don't
well
have
then
that,
at that
then,
point.
Yeah, but that's like only 3 bosses away though.
Right, but we're not getting anywhere on Sisters. And we're missing a whole bunch of people every single time we go into Heroic. Today we're going to be missing Jane, we're going to be missing Unima, and Jane's a really good DPS and Unima's a really good healer. We're missing crucial people, and then on Saturdays we're missing crucial people. So what, do we want to go in and pug every week? Because that's not going to help us anyway, because pugging people just makes it even worse, and everybody's going to be in a really bad mood when I have to pug 100 people. And they just keep leaving and leaving and leaving because nobody wants to join a group that can't down a boss. Whether you're 12 bosses in, 8 bosses in, to whatever raid you ever go into, they don't want to join a group that's in progression. And it does not matter how many times I try to recruit somebody or bring somebody in, they're going to be lower and they're going to need gear regardless. But if we're wanting to go into progression, we need our core people.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point. I was just worried because, I mean...
And you know what? To be completely honest with you, Totem, at that point, everybody needs to step up their shit. If we're having problems, people need to step it up. If people are worried about gear and worried about numbers and worried about everything, they need to step it up. And it's one of those things. I don't want to have to sit people and I don't want to have to do anything. But the way to get everybody here, and the only way to get everybody here for progression nights is on Friday nights. And yes, it's going to be beating a dead horse until people stop fucking up mechanics and dying for stupid things. And then at the point of reaching Avatar, if we get that far and people aren't pulling the numbers, then at that point it's either 1, a gear issue, 2, a DPS issue, which is rotations. And if we're having problems, then they can either go into a pug and work on that, or Saturday we're going to go in. And obviously if we're not going to have enough DPS to move on to the next boss, then going to start on that boss is not going to work. We're not going to get it whether we kill the bosses before and get handed a little bit of gear, which we're also DEing gear at this point. It's not a gear issue. It's a people not knowing what their tune is. And I'm not saying that I'm any better than anybody else, because I still have a lot of learning to do. But doing it the right way and doing bosses up to that point is not going to get us anywhere. We've only downed 3 bosses. 3 bosses is not going to make everybody's DPS jump up 100k. Unfortunately. So Friday nights, we're going to be doing it that way, so that way we have everybody here. And if you're having problems with DPS, then you need to work on it and get better. Okay, who needs an invite?
I've got a question.
Yes.
How badly does it set us back if we just work from the beginning of heroic, say, on a Friday night, instead of carrying it over?
Well,
the thing is that depending on how well we play, if we have a week like this week where it takes us most of the day to get up to Sisters, then that's where it would set us back, you know?
If
I thought we killed everything right away, didn't we?
Well, we can do that, and then still have that. If I had it my way, we'd get rid of normal because nobody needs it, and make that a fun day. Have 3 days of heroic, which still sucks because we're gonna miss people, and have everybody go do their own shit and pug a group up to the first 3 bosses.
Like how you were saying, nobody wants to join a guild that's behind. There are people who want to join the guilds behind the ones that are behind. That's why I think, like, through normal, we need to actually carry some people sometimes and just get them here in order to build up a raid team.
And I have, and that's fine. I have been bringing people in. It's just we offered that one person to come in, right? And that's fine. But as it stands right now, most of the people that you see in the guild that are 110 that are not in the raid team in the officer tab has whether they will or will not join the raid team, whether raid times don't meet their thing. I have literally talked to everybody that was almost 110 and 110. I sit and recruit in trade chat and through Super Guild invite for the people who are leveling up to hit the 110. And then when they hit 110, I give them an option that you have to do at least 500k before going into heroic, and that if they aren't ready for that, then we will help work with them to get them up for the people who are newer to raiding.
Okay, you do that.
So I've offered the gearing up process, but they have to get up to a certain point. You know, they need to at least show me an effort, because if I were to let every last person come in that doesn't want to do Mythic Plus, that just wants to come in, if they tell me that they want to work, and I have a couple people that I talked to that were like level 80, and I said as soon as they hit 110 that we would talk. Now we're just waiting for them to hit 110.
And the thing about if they want to join the raid team, they can't just want the gear from normal and not want to do mythics, because it doesn't work like that.
They have to want to. They have to want to do it, and they have to want to come in and socialize and meet people, because we are really friendly and we are very helpful. Any one of you people will help somebody through Mythic Plus dungeons. But if they don't want to put in the effort, they're not going to want to put in the effort when they hit heroic.
So
if that makes any sense.
So it's basically just a roster issue.
Right, and I've tried, and I've literally tried. If I had 100 healers and 100 things, I would give a fuck if any of you showed up and we were able to down bosses. But all of you are very, very crucial parts of the roster, and when 1 to 3 of you are missing on crucial raid nights, that's where we have our problems. It's hard because here we are trying to do raiding, and here it is now Sunday, right? And Jane's missing, and I'm looking at the amount of people that are in online right now that are 110, and we don't have enough to fill a raid team. And this is supposed to be our progression night, but if this was Friday night, Totem, you wouldn't have to heal. We'd have Unima, Tyler, and myself. Obviously, Tyler was at his father's this weekend, but on a normal Friday night, you would be able to DPS, and you're a very, very crucial part of our DPS because of your gear and your skill, you know? So when you have to take that away and you have to heal because I'm missing Unima or I'm missing whoever for raid night, that's not okay, you know?
Yeah, I mean, everyone understands that. It's just, you just gotta, I mean, it sucks, but that's just part of being the guild, you know? You gotta keep recruiting.
And I have been. I've gotten people into the guild. It's just now it's the waiting game to get them leveled and get them geared. So I'm not sure what you all want to do. I just know that Friday nights will be our best night, and I would love it if we could do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but anything during the week, I'm going to miss people because this person can't make it this day, or this person can't stay later, or this person, it's just the way it goes. And Friday nights are our best nights for progression.
Well, I definitely think we should have Friday nights for progression. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. I do worry though that about the first 3 bosses and not. I mean, it's certainly the first one's easy peasy, right? We can spank him no problem.
DI we still somewhat struggle on. Goroth not so much, and then Sisters.
But I do worry about banging our head, doing nothing but banging our head against one particular boss for 2-3 hours and having no success. That will be frustrating quickly.
Well,
I mean, his poor mythic
like I said,
bastards
at that
hundreds of times. No way.
At that point, people need to learn mechanics. Our gear is good enough to down that boss. Now, to down it super, super fast, no. But and what kind of sucks is it don't matter. We've only downed 3 bosses. 3 bosses is not going to push our DPS over the top to being able to do it. I know a lot of the guildies have went past where we are right now in a pug and went the extra mile and got the gear already. Totem, how far have you made it in heroic?
Oh, I'm in mythic right now. We've already cleared all of heroic.
Okie dokie. There's that. That's why Totems DPS is really good. Deadpool, how far have you made it? And you've done that in a pug? Right. Okay. Let's see here.
But I mean I mean those pugs are like
It's awful. It is it is brutally awful unless you get into the right one.
yeah.
But
But
what I'm saying is
that there's a lot of mythic raiders that will do the pug groups.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, they when they pug that high, they're usually asked for like, oh, show me AOTC or something like that. So I mean, the group is already like over tuned and over geared for it.
right. It's just
That's why they clear that high.
but they still but people still make the effort. It might, like I said, it sucks, but what I'm saying is to get the numbers to the people that we bring in that are carrying us are already in the mythic. And like tonight we're missing Kuro, and that kind of sucks. And
I mean,
I don't see Cal on. That really sucks. We're just missing crucial people, and it makes a raid team and makes our officer life very, very difficult. And it's our job to help us move forward and do what we can to help us move forward. And that's what the officers have come up with, that thinking that we should do progression on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, if we do kill that progression boss, are we going to spend the rest of the night on the next progression boss? Or are we just going to like, all right, let's go back and clear the rest of the bosses. And if we...
if our numbers are there, if our numbers are there to kill the boss, it's a mechanic issue, then we need to redo it and go over and over and over again. That's what we should do. If our gear is the problem and not... Because right now it's mechanics. It's not numbers. Because every one of us, at least for that boss, I'm not saying that the boss after that, numbers aren't going to be an issue. But, I mean, if we're having number issues and it's a gear thing, then we should go back and adjust from there.
Desolate Host is going to be a mechanic check. Mistress is a DPS check.
Okay, so we're still missing people. What are we wanting to do? Are we wanting
Totem has people to bring.
Are you wanting to try to go clear, get at least sisters down?
Yeah, let's try it.
It's just Friday nights is when, and it might be out of the ordinary, but while our numbers are there, I really think that we should spend and adjust what we do every night. And I mean, if it's not working, at least give it a shot and see where it gets us. Doesn't hurt to try. It's not like we're missing out on a raid day. And we'll still...
I do like Totem's idea, though, of, let's say we do down sisters on next Friday, for example. We can then reset the instance, use somebody else's lockout, and then go clear the first 3 bosses. So then, at that point, we are getting the gear that we need, and then pushing a little bit more forward towards Mistress.
I just think that starting out Friday should be progression while we have everybody here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, don't sweat it. The raid's only been out for 2 months. I mean, only the mythic guilds are going to clear it that fast.
Yeah, it's worrisome because they're already doing heroic raid testing.
It's just I want... And I'm working on getting other tunes, and a lot of us have multiple tunes that let's say that we already clear normal and we have a group of people, we could take those people into normal on an off night and gear them up. We have multiple tunes, we can do that. We could pug and get them gear. And I'm already talking to that dude. So...
Okay. Totem, whenever your friends are ready, you can invite them in.
And that guy that just hit 110 is 9 of 9 heroic farm. By the way.
Yeah, I think they went offline.
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh no, I'm talking about dudes from the guild.
Oh.
I told them at 10:30 server. They're like, yeah, definitely, but it's like 30 minutes past it. I guess they thought we gave up.
Oh, all right. We'll just pug it.
I don't want to do that, but
Well,
All
what
right,
else
hold
do you
on,
want
let's
to do,
see
Beb?
here.
Isn't it bringing his friend the same as pugging it?
well,
Definitely not.
Well, I mean, if you're bringing in a friend, none of them need gear. They said they'll pass on tier, because yeah, and I mean they do like top DPS, so it's always a help.
Yeah.
And non-toxic personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not douches or anything.
that's a big thing. So what do you, as a team, what do you guys think we should do? Do you guys would like to pug it, or would you guys like to do Mythic plus Dungeons, or...
Yeah, because you might as well count your guys as this is the core group right here. Like, get Alan here. And so we have 9 people here in this raid group that this is our core.
Where's the rogue?
He said earlier around 4:20 this
He
evening
wouldn't make it.
that he wouldn't be able to make it because they're gonna call him super early.
So Curio and Unonama, Unama can make it Fridays and Saturdays, but this is the group that tends to make it every single raid day.
So, well, Deadpool can't make it on Saturdays. Mostly.
Well, okay, Deadpool. Might have to give you a little talking.
Is there not another guild on the server you guys know that's got about a 10-person team?
Okay, so here's where this gets. We do have a guild, and they are Nam and our sister guild, Nam and Groma and Bach and Laforian and all them. But here's the problem: they're at the exact same time as us. You don't pull the numbers and you fuck up on mechanics who are going to get set. They're not. They're already into Mythic.
Yeah, well, that's progression rating. That's how that kind of works.
Right.
Yeah.
I can be an asshole and sit people, but when I started the guild and I started inviting people, I told them I wouldn't do that. If we all want to move and go forward and you want me to be a little bit more hard on it, then we're going to. And you know what? To be completely honest, half the time I'm up there, and that could be because my shaman and I don't click very well on most fights. But I would be one of those that got set. Anybody that doesn't pull a certain amount of time, a certain amount up to a certain point to the boss, those people will get set. And I can do that if that's what you want. But
all I'm saying is we can't sit here and stress beating our head on progression if we're not willing to aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be both ways. If we're going to be casual, sweet, let's be casual. If you're going to be progressive, there's things about progression that have to be forced. We have a few people that really don't pull good DPS. They need to get geared.
Right. But here's the thing. In order to keep the raid team running, when I invited everybody in, it was supposed to be casual. And casual is there's a fine line between casual and give me 1 second.
Progression.
Right, and what we are right now is casual because we're not skipping all these other bosses to beat our head against a boss we can't beat for 3 hours. That's what makes you intense progressive. That's where that line gets.
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you on that. If you are just gonna spend a whole night learning a boss, then that is progression now.
So I need to know, but here's the thing. Me personally,
Right.
I would love the progression. I don't mind beating my head against one boss for the whole night, but we do have some people that do care about that.
Right, but I'm just making a point that there is a difference. So we just have to define what the goal is and then decide which route to take. If your goal is to have fun and raid and not stress about it, then there's no reason to skip bosses and then spend a whole night on one boss. There's no reason. You just want to be casual. But if you are going to want to skip and go to one boss and focus on it, then you are going to have to start sitting dead weight and finding people to replace them until they learn the mechanic. Buddy back, right? Like that's progression. So is all I'm saying is you have to define which of those it is you want. You can't have both.
Right. And that's where I'm having problems, because when I started the guild, I promised everybody that we would not sit people. But it's getting to the point to where everybody wants progression, but the amount of work needed to go to progression isn't there.
Okay, with what you're saying though, you started the guild telling everybody that. With the people you do currently have, does anybody have a problem with going toward progression or?
And spending several nights beating their head against the wall.
Well, there's more to it than that also. There's putting in the time. Like, I'm not available during the week to, run lots of Mythic Pluses, etc., to get my gear up, which is where you need it to be survivable and really hardcore progression.
But that's
yeah, but you don't need to run a ton. I just hit level 110 about 2 weeks ago. I just came back to the game after not playing for 8 months, and it was easy to gear up. I gotta say, they made the game really easy. Like I run Mythic Plus, but I do my plus 15 for the week. That's it. Once I get my plus 15 for the week out, and I get my 930 chest on Tuesday, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, Derek, you could easily just designate 1 day a week to push up your Mythic Plus, and then you don't have to do anything for the rest of the week.
It's
That's
basically
also something I was going to talk to you guys about. Why don't we just get 2 groups? We got 10 people that runs our 15. We kill it out for 5 people in the guild right away. Just 115 a week. That's it. I'll always have a 14 key. We'll go up once and then we finish it.
Yeah, I always have a 14 key also, sometimes 15 because I boost the 14 plus 2 sometimes.
We were talking in officer chat prior to coming up here about picking 1 day a week that we do Mythic Plus.
Probably be Tuesday on reset.
Get it done and get it out of the way. Just pick that day sometime within that period. We need to get together sometime on Tuesday, whether it be 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, sometime on Tuesday to get a group going and to get the Mythic Plus. This person here, that the real OG, is 9 of 9 on Heroic Farm, and they're a mage, and they rebuild mage and would like to raid with us, and they just need gear.
Okay.
I mean, what eye level is his ult at?
I'm not sure. He just now hit 110 in the guild. Just now hit 110. But Mythic Plus and gearing, it's not hard. Then I have this other person that we can talk to and gear up that wants to join, that fits our raid times, they said. So I guess the question from here on out is, what kind of guild do you guys want to be? Do you want to be progress and understand that if you get sat, that we don't hate your guts?
My vote is no. I think I don't want to sit anybody.
Okay. What about this
Like-
though? During progression, we set people to the side and then talk to them about what they're doing wrong.
I can't help people when it comes to that. I cannot.
Well, in the past, what I found works is that you baby them, which means you would have to call everything out, and this way it gives them a little heads up to move ahead of time.
Yeah, I think we will get sisters eventually. I mean, I honestly don't think we're going to get stuck on that forever. I mean, the hardest point in that fight is the end when everything's getting cramped. You know, you have arrows shooting down everywhere. Everyone has kind of high stats because you got to watch where you move, and all the glaives are coming out in twos and everything like that. And there's nothing to it. I mean, people still die in my other guild from that phase. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just get more gear, you can kill the boss faster, and that's just how it's done.
When it comes to sister, though, what I'm noticing is that the problem's not getting to the end. The problem is that people, well, it's getting to the end. It's not the end phase. So there's people dying really early in the fight, constantly, every single time.
Okay, well, the real OG and the person I just invited to the guild are both mages that want to join us.
Sure, I guess we're just bringing them in tonight. We need the DPS, right?
They're like fresh 110s.
Never mind.
Like fresh off the fucking conveyor belt 110s. No thanks.
Let's run Nighthold.
Hey, that's a thing.
Yes, that is a thing. Yeah.
Normal Nighthold or
No,
Mythic
heroic.
Night? Sorry, Mythic Nighthold.
Need 20 for that.
No, not Mythic Nighthold. Still hard.
Yeah. But heroic though, that's a thing.
If you don't know the mechanics, wouldn't it still be hard? Like I said, I came back kind of
No.
muddy.
Yeah. Heroic Nighthold is a joke now.
There's a lot of people who have done Nighthold.
Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to this person in officer chat if you guys would like to start the thing. If you guys are willing to work with me to get the newbies up into heroic level, I don't care what we do. I'm happy. I just want to stay with you guys because you guys mean everything to me. So
Let's just give it the best we got. I mean, we just keep recruiting, and people will come. I mean, I recruited Onima, and I recruited a couple other people, but they stopped showing up. And I mean, that's just
it's
the way it goes.
You're gonna get some, but you're not gonna get them all, and it just takes time.
Luckily, we got Onama, which that's a big thing.
Yeah, she's really, really good healer.
Okay,
I have to know what the majority of the people want for the guild, so that way, because although I call the shots, your guys' opinions do matter.
Al, we need to get you Whispers in the Dark.
What's that?
That is the trinket off of Gul'dan that will greatly increase your range DPS.
Yeah, I honestly am up for anything, but I would prefer not to throw it that whole. Sorry, that just doesn't sound very fun to me. I'd rather Mythic Pluses, throw it my gold, get some
Sound like a robot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're roboting it.
I want to be a real boy.
I understand that it doesn't sound fun, Al. It's just right now you're in a situation to where, well, yeah. But I mean, if we're gearing up that new mage, for example, with yeah, and get as many pieces of loot as possible.
Well, I'm certainly down for helping people. And I'm not really concerned about hardcore progression.
Okay, well then let's help about these newbies then. And Al, I'm not calling you a newbie at all. It's just you're in a transition phase of becoming a ranged DPS.
I'm a newbie as Boomy.
Okay, you're a newbie as a boomy. Okay, we'll call you that.
I'm thinking of newbie as not an insult, more of I am new to this.
Okay.
What noob actually means.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of hard to do that.
Yep. Let's just have fun with it.
I've never been there, so.
Hey, it's an experience. We hate Gul'dan equally. No, but you have to admit, Gul'dan progression fucking sucked. Remember the struggles on Tyke?
Oh, Nihold's like right here. It's so weird how far we've come from the struggling on Tychus normal. Yeah.
Yeah, no, to fully clearing heroic like 2 weeks before the new patch came out.
And now we're pushing almost halfway through the next
Through
rating,
heroic.
right? Already?
Yeah, yeah,
Halfway through.
we're moving up. It's just we're at a point in our guild life right now.
I don't think my monk's been in Nighthold.
Hey, it'll be new for your character too.
Which means I don't know how to dank it, so.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, Dork tells me what to do, and DPM between them, usually it's okay.
I do pretty good explanations, so.
And are you?
What was that, Al?
Never mind.
I am robot.
So, are we just forgetting about going into TOS tonight?
Yeah, we're probably just gonna, depending on what Mariah gets done talking to the newbie, we might go through Nighthold and go through Heroic. And what is that? Can Titan Forge up to?
It can.
900.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get some relics off this, though, some life relics, that's more than worth it, because currently I'm wearing 860.
But, I mean, who needs Nighthole, though?
Well,
Apparently
Al
my
needs it
booty-
for the Whispers in the Dark. And his life relic needs upgraded. I have a couple rings that I need to be, that needs to be upgraded, and boots.
I'm looking at it too, and it has upgrades for me.
Yeah, I mean there's several pieces of gear of mine that I could technically get out of Nighthold.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, everyone cleared, because you might be able to split up into groups if you want. I mean, Nighthold, Heroic Nighthold is a Zerg Fest. I mean, I pug that every day. I mean, every week just for AP and Legendary chance.
How funny would it be if it dropped them out after killing with them?
Yeah, Mount 2 is cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking mount too. No, no dibs. We're rolling for that.
I'm gonna come with my Feral Druid.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
Oh, he's a feral now?
He's got a tune at the feral.
What is this? Imposter.
Ah, swipe me again.
This is what happens. I switch off a feral and somebody else takes my place. Huh?
Are you wanting to join on your mage, elf?
No, I'm logging over right now. There's scare ending on my warlock.
Okay. Probably Whispers in the Dark is one of the trinkets, right?
I was just looking at it. It's best in slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
just-
that. Have that on my mage. I have that on my shaman.
Yeah, I have it on my elemental.
Stop
shaman.
rubbing it in.
Yeah, I even have a Titan Forged one. Yeah.
I noticed that.
I think I
So are we
sold
gonna go
one
through the
off.
entire raid or just couple?
Well, we'll start with Ellison and Gul'dan, and then we'll go right to the beginning.
Okay. Because the first two
Are we
and
summoning or
then
no?
Spellblade are the only ones that drop Arcane, is what I need.
All right, guys, this is the new or one of our new mages. Everybody, say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
All my slots come out of
Um, Try clicking up in general text chat instead of big needs, so it comes up in general.
You have that on your warlock? Why aren't you using it? Oh, it's for. Oh, is that from the?
Yeah. Yeah, he got that
Wait,
from the freaking relinquished.
So that could do anything?
Yes,
I thought it
that
was only regular mythic dungeons.
No, it does everything. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't do TOS loot, but it does Nighthold.
Oh, so I gotta farm the stupid shards then. I haven't been doing them.
Clicky clicky on my summoning portal.
Even an 860 Arco Crystal would be higher upgrade for me right now.
And guys, I will be logging, so we will be #1 in the world.
You know, every mythic guild went out there to do that already.
I can't even imagine how fast a mythic guild could clear normal Nighthold.
Yeah, just so you know, we're going to judge everything that you do. The numbers you pull now, judge whether you go into normal or heroic.
You're an ass.
Well, I wouldn't have said that even because I just talked to him about I just talked to him about regulations, so I really hope he didn't take me seriously.
They have a click.
There's only 9 people in the raid.
Do we need more?
I actually have one person's in a Mythic Plus that's going
Oh,
to be
you have
joining
to
us,
have
I think.
10. My bad.
Yeah. You should just start inviting like a bunch of people from whoever's like whoever wants to come and get carried.
Quite literally, everybody that's 110 will be here. The person.
That's 10 exactly.
Well, we should probably try and carry as many as we can.
Yeah, the person that's in Black or Cold, the Rafiki.
Rafiki? You know the monkey off of Lion King?
Yeah. They're wanting to join the guild, and they're in the middle of Mythic Plus. So they're wanting to join the raid team. They are... Oh, shit. What are they? Frost and or Fire.
Yeah, I need to make a choice.
Well, it says Frost/Fire, so I'm going to assume.
I'm sorry, Freeze. I kind of giggled at that when you typed that.
I usually type things just to make everybody giggle.
Because I was literally thinking, clapping my hands.
So while I was down there discussing with him, did we ever figure out exactly what step we're going from here?
I thought we were doing your thing.
Yeah, we're going to be focusing on helping the little guys and then improving ourselves as a group.
Okay, are we still wanting to do Friday night progression then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay.
But
like I said, if it doesn't work,
yeah.
when the freak is, yeah.
Well, so my mic is off to the side because I'm a ex-podcaster. I'm a rap artist, so I have a nice microphone, and it's just not right in front of my face when I'm on the computer. It's off to the side. That's because I'm not sitting right on top of it over here. But now I am.
The Rafiki, he's 894 item level.
okay, that's awesome.
Esta noche de
I
night.
said, okay, sorry, 2 more bosses.
Where's the entrance to this place?
We'll summon you.
Oh, no, you guys already summoned me. I mean, the
Okay.
doorway.
So come over here. Follow the bear.
By the
Down
way,
this way to
it's
the right.
not up to the lockout, by the way. We're starting at the beginning.
Ability to go straight to the boss.
So you click this, you'll get a portal.
I have the ability.
Then it'll unlock the portal at Meridil and Suramar, and then you'll be able to come back to here.
Oh,
Are you in the raid?
Shit, you fucked me up, man.
Wait, you took me to the other place.
Yep, so come back.
Can we go to the stone?
Oh shit, I'm in battles of fuck. What?
Yeah, there's things that want to attack you all the way down, but it's okay, just run past them.
I took the wrong portal, I think.
Which portal is it that gets you?
Yeah. The Sanctum of Order.
Wait, are we going into the raid or no?
Yes, we're going into the raid. Go ahead.
I'm just saying,
Wait,
like, I don't have the 4 fragments or whatever to skip.
I have the 4. Wait, invite me and give me lead and let me go in first.
Somebody have to have it?
Yes, whoever's lead's got to have it to skip
Oh, I
it.
thought everybody had to have it.
No,
We
only one
have-
person.
We have everything for Nighthold.
We need to run out first.
Yep. Everyone run out. Totem, do you have it on Swiftmend or?
No, I'm bringing my shaman.
Okay.
The mage has 2 more bosses to go.
I'm in charge now.
He's hot shit. See, just like that, he removed me.
Elison's sycophants and concubines.
Alright, I'm lost now.
Okay, we'll summon you back.
Are we not supposed to go in yet?
Yeah, you can come in.
See, you're worried about us making fun of you for the DPS, and we have people that don't even know where the fuck they are.
Alright, Zeva, come to the summoning stone and help me summon Elith. He got lost.
I'm coming.
You told me to take the portal, and then I took the portal, then I took the wrong portal. And now...
Because it takes you to Meridil, where the Nightfallen are.
Alrighty, I'm coming up.
And then there's like a whole room of just portals, and you go to the Sanctum of Order portal, and it'll take you right back to the raid.
Look, I'm exalted with the night falling or whatever, so I knew that.
Okay, well, I can't click on nothing. There it is. Okay.
Oh wait, so then maybe I can just go back there and take a different portal.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to find the Sanctum of Order portal.
If you have the mobile telemancy beacon, you can just hit that bitch and go right back to the portal. Oh, we're pulling.
Okay, let's summon that tap.
Well, once I'm inside, I'll summon everybody.
Hey, babe. Clicky.
Thought we're skipping all this, Dirk. What are you doing?
It's a portal.
I'm just saying, I thought we were skipping all this, and that was the point. I don't know.
You still have to do like the first. You still have to do the first couple trash packs to get to it.
Yep.
Is this heroic or normal?
This is heroic.
Yep.
Wait, I'm clicking the gate. It won't open.
Just walk into it.
Oh.
You got to go do the attune. It takes 9 weeks. It all starts in the Suramar city of the little one, and then you have to like do a bunch of quests and attack the fucking gates and all this other weapons. You get a lot of AP, so there's that.
Guess I'll open it up there where everybody is.
Al, wrong way.
You're splitting up.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
We pulled.
We're doing that.
Bring him up here. I want to watch SummerSlam.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, I watched Game of Thrones before the raid. So.
No spoilers.
I'm not. Come on, man. I'm not a dick.
Okay, Elison's secret quarters.
Okay, so Rafiki said he's on last boss now.
Do I take the Suramar portal?
Click it and then choose
Palace entrance.
Nate Elison's.
Wait, you said Palace entrance?
No, it's you said the secret quarters.
I went to Palace entrance. I heard him say Palace entrance.
So
Lied to you.
I heard it's whatever it is, secret quarters, and then palace entrance.
Real, because there's 4 of us at the secret quarters.
Kill this bastard, please.
Elison's sycophants and concubines.
What's the one we're really supposed to be at?
I think it's Nice Spire. I think the secret quarters is the world quest.
Oh well, we're here.
All right, let's just do it. What's
Yeah, it's AP.
Fuck it. Pull.
Wait for me, I'm coming.
oh snap, 30 mil, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all silver dragon. That's dope.
Elison's secret palace.
Them at once? No.
I think we're doing this. Never.
Well, let's make it interesting.
Oh God. Yes. Yes. Do it. Do it. Yes. Oh yeah. All the deeps. I got polymorph.
Are we doing a world quest?
Yep.
I'm next.
I got polymorph.
I just died. That's very rude.
They just killed me.
Oh, people getting mind controlled.
So bad idea, guys.
Well,
This is really.
It was his idea. Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna kill that alien too. Ah, damn it!
Hurry up, finish off so I can get my res.
Hit you with my sword. That's what my mind control does. It just hits you with a sword. Ugh. And I'm fire locked. Fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Rafiki, and then maybe we'll be back up. You just tell me what. I'll just follow along.
That was fun.
Oh, I'm gonna keep pulling because I'm mind controlled. Yay!
Pull him back out. Everyone stand back here.
36% done. When I get that feeling, want sexual heat. Baby.
I see Lou.
Great, good job. Just pull the whole thing.
Pull back out.
Never pull out.
Stand behind this pillar right here.
Why are they like?
What?
They're resetting.
It's too far away.
You have to pull them right where you're at. You can't pull them out.
Damn, Dirk got a heroic BOE.
I'm getting some really interesting graphic glitches.
Kill the priest.
One.
Sorry, Dad.
Aim fits.
Oh, I got honor point from killing him.
Yep, that's how I cheesed on accident. My secret weapon skin was in Emerald Nightmare when everybody turns. In the first boss, the dragon bitch.
Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Mythic when everybody has to like transform. I got all my honor kills through that. How?
Total got wrecked. Gotcha, Al.
1%, so I guess we gotta kill him all.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I should.
Should be easy now.
I need to get closer.
Kill the concubines.
Don't. Oh.
Part of 30 million.
Did you still get the completion, Dad?
Yeah, I got it.
What? I think it's not the right way.
That one fucking thing. Dope. Oh, that's right. He's fresh with the high AK because of his other tune.
Yeah.
I did on my shaman, man. I bought the 40 AK and like got like 15 traits in like no time.
Okay, Palace entrance or arcing depth?
Palace entrance,
Arcane Depths.
then Night Spire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I heard 3 different things. Which one?
Arcing depths. And then you teleport to the Night Spire.
Summon Wrath? Ya singet ya lali lelebo het het henya.
Okay, gonna turn you down to 2%.
I'm away from my microphone right now.
Please say that way.
You go back down to Arcane Depths and then Night Spire.
He's behind everybody.
I foresaw your coming, of course. The threads of fate that led you to this place. Your desperate attempt to stop the Legion. My people faced a similar dilemma. I peered into all possible futures in search of an answer. And found only one. The Legion's victory is inevitable. Every time stream shows it to be so. Had we resisted, they would have taken the Nightwell by force and left us bereft of it. I could not allow my people to starve, to waste away without its energy sustaining us. So a bargain was struck. Now I see a future where the Legion is victorious and my people endure. This is the thread that must be preserved. I will do everything in my power to make it so. Your deaths ensure the future of the Nightborn. Come forward, then. Let us speed you towards your fate. Your timelines end here! Waves of time crash over you.
I'm out of range.
Let the waves of time crash over you. Limited.
Beware.
I need to get closer.
You'll find time can be quite volatile.
Beware.
Let the waves of time crash over you.
Beware.
Time, answer to me.
Four, three, two, one.
Let the waves of time crash over you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the waves of time crash over you. You'll find time can be quite volatile. You were destined to die. The threads of time answer to me. You'll find time can be quite volatile. The threads of time answer to me. You were destined to die. I take no joy in this victory, but it was inevitable.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.